Hello and welcome to another video. This one is our Fun Cup, and as you can see we're at Fuji and we're in the Honda S2000 Amuse. It's a Gran Turismo car, so it's not a standard S2000. I suspect it's a specially modified one or a specially created one. It's under the Gran Turismo brand. Anyway, race underway. I think we've got 4 races, but I have really cut them down. So they're only a couple of minutes each, so the whole video is about 10 minutes. Not going to go on too much. There are a few things I'll pick up on. Obviously, there's no fuel tyre wear, and I'm not following particular people, sort of different people. But yeah, there's no fuel tyre wear, so it is just a quick sprint race, as it were. And we're all in the same car, which does make a difference. We often see with this a lot closer racing because there's no advantage speed wise, and especially with the slower cars, you tend to bunch up more, because even if you come off you can rejoin, and you know, in the faster cars they're 2 miles down the road. In these ones obviously they're not, they're a lot closer. And one of our regular Monday night drivers picked this car. He tried it, I think, in a daily or something like that, and quite liked it, and said it might be a fun one to do, which is why we've added it. There will be more of that going forward. Like I say, I have got an update video coming talking about all what we're doing with the club next year. So if you are interested in joining, please look out for that video. I will try to keep it as short as I can, but there's going to be some rule changes and some slight tweaks that we're going to do, which is stuff we've learned throughout the years. We've been going a few years now, so there's things that I'd like to improve, so we are going to amend a few things, so watch out for that video, like I say, if you are interested. But yeah, brilliant choice, Victor, and yeah, keep them coming. If anyone's got obviously more suggestions for Fun Cups, then yes, we will do them. As regarding tyres in this, if you're interested, we tend to normally have sport. So if it's a road car, we have the sports tyres. In Gran Turismo you have comfort, sports and racing. We tend to use comfort if it's you know, the Samba bus or minis or something like that. But on normal road cars we normally use the sports tyres. However, with this Amuse we actually used racing because it's an N600. It's quite a powerful car. Anyway, we're rolling to the next race now. Like I say, I have cut these down. We're at one of the Tokyos in this one, as you can see. We're starting in a tunnel in the dark, so that's nice. But yes, so on these cars we are using racing mediums, I believe. But normally we will be using sports tyres. Just gives them a bit more slippery, but these cars were very back happy anyway, so they didn't need to be any more slippery. As we come up the hill out the tunnel, still quite close, as you can see. Quite a lot of cars there, all close together, and that's what these when we do these classes where we are all in the same car, that's what you tend to see. Very close racing. The problem is with it, obviously, it's very easy to have a collision. So although we call it the Fun Cup, like I said, that will be discussed in a later video. That is going to change. But yeah, we still need to keep it really clean, because we're not supposed to be barging people out of the way. So yeah, we do need to still keep it clean. Now we can switch to what we are, BB Raceway, I think now. Like I say, I have condensed these races down. Wonderful starts. When you look at them, it's just amazing, you know. But yes, we have, like I said, we have condensed it down. Lots of chaos here, cold tyres. This car is very, very tricky to drive. Very tricky to drive. I found the only way that I could control it was by using some throttle and brake at the same time. Overlapping it was the only way to sort of keep it steady, and even then I did have a few spins. We just took that back to see if we can see a bit more of what's gone on. So somebody there just spinning and hitting the barrier, somebody else spinning there, and somebody spinning. So it's 3 cars basically there that just spun completely off. No contact with anyone else, so yeah, just very easy doing this car. And on board here now you can see just enough to lose it there into the barrier, and then collects a load of other cars on the rebound from that. And that highlights an important point actually that I want to make. Again, it will come up in a later video as I was saying, but we have a rule that if you knock somebody off, you have to give the place back, and that needs to be adhered to. But in a case like this, it's a very interesting point. The white car, I think it was Mr. Fusion. I'm not singling him out. I'm just using that as an example. Unfortunately, Mr. Fusion there lost control. He didn't hit anyone. He hit the barrier, and then when he rebounded off the barrier. He's a passenger at that point, so it's not his fault. He collected, I think, 3 cars. Now that's the sort of incident that you can't help. You know, you can't blame him. He didn't mean to do what he did, and he's got no control when the cars hit him. So I don't think in that case anyone should be penalised. That's completely different from missing your braking point and knocking somebody out or running them off the road. So there is a distinction there. So in that case, Mr. Fusion didn't do anything wrong. Right, we're rolling to the final race now, you'll be pleased to see, and it's at Goodwood. And this one really is short, I've only kept it. But there was another reason I wanted to keep this. There was an incident I'm involved in. I think we're on board with maybe Bubble Top, I don't know. He's at the back, so I'm somewhere up there in the field. But what happens is, as we go around, we're coming onto it now actually. As we go around a slight curve to the right, and then I get a gentle tap from behind which sends me onto the grass. As we come around here, you'll see it just about in the distance. So I've had a gentle tap, so I'm on the grass and I'm a passenger at this point, and then as I come over, unfortunately I clip Dave's speed, and I think there's a couple of other cars involved in that incident, and that is exactly what I'm talking about. Now normally if I outbrake and hit somebody or knock them off, then I will stop and let them past, and the other drivers on a Monday night do the same thing. However, there's another prime example there where unfortunately it's just not going to happen. I was tapped from behind, which put me onto the grass, so there was no fault of my own. And then once I was on the grass, I was just a passenger. I mean, I was trying to brake, but I just had no control, and unfortunately I glided across the track and collected a couple of cars that happened to be coming around the corner. So again, in that case, there's not really a lot you can do. But I think that incident needs to be separate from an incident where, you know, I come up to a corner and fly into you and knock you off. Then in that case, and that is my fault. So anyway, just a couple of examples there of what we should and shouldn't be doing. Anyway, hit the like if you liked it. Thanks for watching as always. We're coming to the end now, and our next Fun Cup is the 1997 Toyota MR2. So if you like them, look out for that, because hopefully that will be one to watch. Thanks for watching.